In this episode, we will delve into the often overlooked litigation between Ripple and the SEC. This will not be the subject of an appeal. Pushing forward, upward, and forward, or any other word you choose in that sentence completes the process. Now that it's over, go ahead and take action. As I previously mentioned, the SEC will begin to collapse on this day. I warned you that it was going to happen, and the SEC was present. Gary Gensler ultimately received a kick to the head. He stands there, flattening his head and shaking his head. He leaves. Indeed, we acted in Ethereum's best interests. We received $124 million, fulfilling our promise to you. The SEC holds us in high regard. We will delve into some trivial topics, listen to Stuart Altera's insights, scrutinize the Bitcoin chart, explore the recent surge in the currency, and deliberate on the possibility of a bull market in August. People, let's get started. Ethereum is currently up 5.14%, or $6,495 over the last 24 hours, while USDT and USDC are both up 7.14%, or their respective dollar pairs. XRP is slightly lower. XRP has somewhat decreased, accounting for just over 5% of this total, or 58 cents. I am uncertain as to whether anyone observed, but XRP was fluctuating in the 66-degree region yesterday, my friends. In the afternoon, things became exciting. The application was rejected with a score of 64, and you already know the outcome. We woke up to a score of 58, and the following ORP confirmed that it was acceptable, even though it was not quite past the deadline. Is there anything to worry about with this? Retracts even more, no, you start to worry and wonder, will this thing happen? However, I have a feeling that we'll arrive at a rate of 75 cents above that before the specified time frame. Rest assured, there's no need for concern or fear. Mid-December is when you should start worrying, and we're still not above 75 cents. Isn't that the most crucial level? Let's talk about XRP now, as I have said before. Over the next few months, we anticipate that the total market value of cryptocurrencies will surpass $2.1 trillion. Yes, exactly. People, the end is near for the bear market. Despite the noise and negative information, people are still trying to oust you. We are also too intelligent to be misunderstood. Given my shrewdness, I will provide you with updates on the revival of Bitcoin. I will continue to update you on Bitcoin's revival until it reaches its peak. The speed at which things may change, just 12 hours, is astounding. Additionally, there are a few green candles in the market. As Bitcoin soars beyond 62,000, bulls reassess their targets from the past 100,000 years. One bull claimed that the bull market would continue to follow the typical 4-year-old line, with strong gains in October and November, regardless of what happens over the next 60 days. Before a widespread market rebound reversed sharp losses from $62,000, Bitcoin experienced a decline. The positive stock market settlement earlier in the week, as well as the anticipation of Bitcoin mirroring historical market cycles, had an impact on the surge. Sharp edges were eliminated, which helped. According to the Rise, Bitcoin momentarily returned above 62, and there are users. Observe how swiftly the story shifts. Everyone is optimistic. When they realized that Bitcoin would reach $100,000 by year's end, they panicked. Their feelings controlled them. You're being informed that the bull market has closed. Examine this. It feels like a roller coaster right now. I assume we're heading back up? Bitcoin is back above 60,000. It resembles the previous week's events almost exactly. They went extinct, and now they're saying, yeah, Bitcoin is returning more than $100,000. I have no idea how these individuals manage. It's their way of relating to themselves. It's just clear and simple, those feelings, those ups and downs, oh, forget it. I'll get sick trying to manage that look. Before the year ends, we expect Bitcoin to surpass 100,000. Oh my, look, it's early. There's no one around, and I'm exhausted. When can we expect that move? I believe that August is what we're looking for. It's coming this year, right? We see the move up in about 2 weeks, and what if, for some strange reason, we don't see the push at the beginning of the rise to 100K in August mid? We have experienced rate cuts, and that's precisely the time frame I'm aligning with. If you lower rates, we'll know where to look. We anticipate a reduction in interest rates. Lower interest rates lead to an increase in purchases. That's how simple it is. No, there aren't any. There's no getting around that in any other manner. Observe the consequences that arise when there as more individuals start purchasing from the Fed. We will soon hear about the lowering of rates. I believe the next meeting is in November. Yes, I believe it to be in November. I believe that September will be the next gathering. In my opinion, the first rate cut will occur in September. This is a bullish indication that the markets are about to rise once more. Ascend in a parabolic fashion. JP Morgan remains cautious about Bitcoin as a growth stimulant, primarily due to its inherent pricing. JP Morgan's acquisition, since they realized there isn't much more time. JP Morgan, one of the institutions presumably behind this, is trying to seize as much liquidity as possible at these lowest points. We still need to bring these costs down. Unless something unexpected happens, I'm convinced that this will be the last one. They'll try to return these items so their isolated friends and men can join in. At these lower prices, I simply reasoned that since it's August and rates will drop in September, it's time to act. It's operational. That's how simple it is. Because it's that easy, JP Morgan, they're taking advantage of you. They wish to instill fear in you, and it worries you that the average Joe, the common person, would listen to JP Morgan because that's how people do it. They pay attention to the establishments because they genuinely want to help me. Out of these establishments, correct? All they want is for me to succeed. No, leave this place. They exhibit complete dishonesty when they lie to you. To you, reliable cryptocurrency, he states that he believes Ethereum has not reached its bottom, but Bitcoin has. I believe he is correct. That's it for Bitcoin, I believe. I'm with him, too. The bottom, in my opinion, is in the dip. Is it forward and upward from here? We are pushing forward at this point. Before we begin reading the material, the expert approaching us cautions that if this resistance level breaks, XRP will turn extremely positive. This article is new to me. I've been referring to it as 66.75, but I haven't had the opportunity to read it yet. I'm not sure who is discussing it here, but I think we're going to find out together. That's precisely what I've been discussing. I believe it is. Let's investigate. Oh, Coins Kid, scroll down. What's he saying? Let's you see, he claims that we must breed 74 cents. Okay, everything he answered 74, and I stated 75. Look, I told you. There's no secret purpose. In this scenario, no complex algorithm or TA tool is required. What does it take to complete one task? An XRP break of 75 cents is the only indication that it's time to move forward. Then, we can work our way up to $1, which is also a very challenging psychological level in cycles. This has always been the case for every $10, $100, or cryptocurrency dollar. It will be difficult to break through the psychological barriers once they arise, as well as the 2021 all-time high. It will be challenging to break the 2017 all-time high, and XRP will face numerous obstacles to overcome. This is because when an all-time high remains unbroken for 7 years, a significant amount of resistance builds up. It's terrible. Rely on me, I'm in this direction. I'm still apprehensive about this asset, which hasn't reached its all-time high since 2017, but I'm hoping and praying that we go above $5 so I can retire and become a full-time streamer. I mean, I'm still worried. We never know, but I shouldn't be one. Due to the 7-year duration. When it accomplished nothing at all, and with Ripple selling and dumping on the market, well, that's all coming to a stop if I looked at any other asset. For example, Chainlink is currently $10, and I think it will go up to $1,100. I'm going to buy the Chainlink for 10 times my money. However, for XRP to estimate what 8x I need, it's like, AAE, just do it. Aldera, please proceed immediately, just do it, you foolish individual. We believe that we have now completed the task. Ripple is focusing on growing its business and concluding the case. In today's next video, we will rehash all that Stewart said, both nationally and internationally. This has led to many significant remarks being made. The case has ended, therefore, you should look closely at the man's mouth. I understand that Ripple will settle the fine within the next 30 days after receiving the money. No, there aren't any refunds. You realize there's no rain check. You have made a significant financial investment and agreed to the terms. The SEC tries to claim that XRP is a security, which I don't think they can, then XRP is not a security, and XRP will stay that security for some irrational reason. However, unlike the previous scenario, in which we were dropped and XRP was security throughout the litigation, we now know it isn't, so the lawsuit may last 5 years. This means that XRP will not be considered a security for the next 5 years. Yes, it's that uncomplicated appearance.